Tibet, 1939. I had arrived from the future a year earlier. My memory was lost, but my purpose was intact. With the help of a list of missions codenamed Shiva, I received 20/20 hindsight to prevent doomsday. This mission to Tibet was different. It wasn't on the Shiva list. Strange. It should have been. It involved my old nemesis, the Red Octopus. Stopping the Red Octopus from finding ancient war machines from Atlantis was the goal of several past Shiva missions. He was now working with the Nazis, which brought him to the attention of U.S. intelligence. My clashes with the Red Octopus had gained some notoriety. After U.S. agents tracked the octopus to Tibet, they gave me a call. The agents briefed me. The Red Octopus was on a monster hunt. He wanted to capture the Yeti, the abominable snowman. Without admitting they thought the creature existed, they asked me to stop the octopus. Without admitting I thought the creature existed, I agreed. The agents asked to tag along. I told them I work better alone. I left the X-copter behind as well. Didn't want to announce myself. A few hours' hike brought me to my destination, the monastery at Coyote. It was rumored that the monks there knew the Yeti and where it dwelt. There was a good chance to pick up the Red Octopus's trail here. Jackpot. The Red Octopus was here before. He had no need to force the location of the Yeti from the monks. They gave the information gladly. They had no fear that the Yeti could take care of itself. Many had come before to find the Yeti. Some never returned. The few outsiders who did encounter the creature remained in shocked silence to their dying day. A few more hours' climb upward. The air was getting thinner, but I was holding my own. The Red Octopus's trail was not hard to find. For the Red Octopus, the Yeti's trail wasn't hard to pick up either. He succeeded where the others failed. But getting the Yeti back to civilization was another matter. I sabotaged their snow vehicle and took the high ground and waited for a chance to ambush. Curveball. Instead of heading back to the snow vehicle, they dragged the Yeti to an ice cave setup. I followed. The Red Octopus seemed to be trying to interrogate the creature. The language was ancient Lemurian. There were 2 Nazi guards. I wonder where the... When I awoke, I was tied up and stripped of all my gadgets.
Well, if it isn't my old enemy, Commander X.
Come on, Red. It's always good to see a familiar face.
Familiar. Far too familiar. I was wondering when you would show up. You always have the knack of knowing what I'm going to do before I do it. It appears I have the edge now. The creature won't tell me what I want to know. You must know about Tantarus.
Tantarus? Like Tantarus sauce? Goes great with fish and chips. Look, I'm here because I hate cruelty to animals.
Ah, yes, typical. Torturing you may not yield results, but an innocent...
Stop! I'll tell you what you want.
Very good, and very predictable. Now show me Tantarus.
I was bluffing, of course. My only chance was to get outside.
No tricks, Commander. My men will shoot to kill.
No tricks. This way. I needed to find a high spot.
Where are you going?
Lucky for me, they didn't find all my gadgets. Like the homing device and remote control sewn into the lining of my glove.
No!
Drop your weapons! Release the Yeti!
Do what he says! We outnumber him. The do-gooder will never fire on unarmed men. Attack!
You and your goose-steppers underestimate me, Octopus. I fight harder when the odds aren't in my favor. Stop. 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 Stop!
Using telepathy, the creature took control of our minds. He made the guards release him, then put them and the red octopus to sleep. My mind opened up to him. I could hear words without a voice.
I sense you are an ally, different from the men of this time. For 10,000 years, my people have been the guardians of Tantarus. Tantarus, the underground world, where the last remnants of ancient Lemuria and all her secrets lie dormant. From time to time, one of my kind is elected to be captured by the men of the outside world. I am one of the elected. It is my task to look into the heart of man and judge if you are ready for Tantarus and its power.
No! Only I shall know the secret!
Get down! Without thinking, I struck out. I could have disarmed him, but my rage took over. I tried to kill him. I might have succeeded if it wasn't for the chute I heard open after he disappeared into the cloud bank. He'd be back. Villains used to do that all the time back in those days. None of that mattered to the Yeti. He was disappointed in me. Maybe the whole human race as well. He turned and disappeared into the snow. I understood why this mission was not on the Shiva list. The list, like the monks, knew the Yeti could take care of itself. I also learned something the Yeti knew all along. The greatest enemy to mankind is not monsters living in the dark. Our own worst enemy lives in our hearts, in every individual's capacity for destruction.